So I'll just put that question up while I'm waiting for people to come in, and name something you would love to do. And since I posted it, I gotta think of something myself. Something I would love to do. Huh. Oh, if it's hard for me to think, it might be hard for other people to think about. I mean, we all have some things that we love, like food, making love, food and making love, and music for me, thinking about it, and sports, music, making love, and food. I sound like a guy. Yeah. Anyway, let's see. First person I think showed up. I got a question for you there. Name something you would love to do. And just put that question up. You're the first person in here. Maybe you figure out. I'm trying to think of the ultimate thing. Sir Adam, can you hear me? Maybe the phone might be too far away. Can y'all hear me? I usually don't just sit like this and do live. If you can hear me, guys, I shouldn't scream. If you can hear me, put a thumbs up. Or say, I can hear you. Like Sir Adam. Okay, so I guess people can hear me. So I normally don't just sit in a chair and give like total attention to things. I'm usually doing something else, which I do feel like one thing. But anyway, so I'm gonna try to do it like this right now, because I was bored, and I said I'm gonna jump on live, and I figured I'm bored, just gonna jump on live, take a break from the video creating that I constantly am doing, and have like normal stuff, going on, normal talking and so forth. And anyway, so name something you would love to do. And I just posted that question, and I am trying to figure out something big I would love to do, because I was thinking, I like doing guy stuff, right? Riza Marie, Suella, nice name. Nice, hello. Thank you for coming into my live. I haven't been doing the lives too long. Been doing the channel for a while. Got about 240 videos on there. But let's see, it's like heaven to my eyes whenever you're live. It's nice to hear those sweet words. Everybody wants to hear wonderful words like that. That's a good phrase, man. That is a good phrase. It's like heaven to my eyes whenever you're live. Of course, be live to say, you're like heaven to my eyes. So that sounds like it's out of a romance movie. Thank you, Sir Adam. Appreciate it. Riz, I don't know if you're here, but anybody want to say where they're from? And I have the big question up there. Something you'd like to do, something big, not your normal stuff. Something big. I've always wanted to write a book, but nowadays it's so, and that last live we had, somebody said things were so hectic. Cisco was talking about it. It's like there's just so much, he didn't use the word hectic, but that's the only word I can think of. Whatever he used, it was like, there's just too much, too much, so. So I don't think I want to write a book. I don't think anybody would read it because there's so many things available and everything. Uh, I don't think so. But I will do something here. And looks like everybody thought I was boring. They came in and walked out. So I was talking to Ozzy and Ravita earlier, and I shouldn't have left because I had to take a break. And they're super cool people. So, what about you, Sir Adam? What is something big you like to do? A lot of people like to travel. I'm not going to write a book. You see, something big you like to do is something to think about. Post. What would I do? If I'm not going, I mean, traveling's awesome though. Traveling's awesome. And then, you know, I used to like to write screenplays. You still here, Adam? Mm-hmm. Trying to think of something I really would love to do. Whoever's here, Nasty. Have you watched Malcolm in the Middle? Yeah, I used to watch some Malcolm in the Middle. Somebody was just talking about King of Queens earlier. And Malcolm in the Middle was good. I prefer King of Queens. That's why I brought it up. But Shafat Ali is back from earlier. It's good to see you again. I popped a question up here, get y'all thinking about something big you would like to do. You know, not your normal thing, like go get a PBJ sandwich or something like that. Or go play some basketball or something. But something, you know, something different. Doing good, Shafat. Doing good. And I hope you are as well. Let's see. I saw you interview that 18-year-old. Yeah, the 18-year-old hot Filipino. I'm glad you're back, Rosvita, because I jumped off mainly because I was tired, but then I didn't feel like working and I got bored. So I decided I'm going to do a live. Hopefully Ozzy and Rosvita would show back up because y'all were with me before and everything. And you don't come in as often to things, and I like, you know, so I get the time with you. I'm like, I want to keep it, you know what I mean? So I'm glad you're here. But oh yeah, that video, the 18-year-old girl, yeah, she's a cute girl. I put that she was pleasant, and let me see what I put, pleasant and something else on the title. And she was fun to interview. She was a really sweet girl, and you know, I bring some controversial questions in there though, you know, and the reason I did that was really for views because some of the shorts I saw that got tons of views through those questions in there. And I figured I can pull some of that out, create short videos, and do the same kind of thing. And I'm going to see how that works, basically. But yeah, what'd you think about the interview, man? Let's see. Shafiq says, so can you do a blog in the rich side of Philippines, in the poor side? Actually, I did do a video of the rich area, and that is not posted. I'm editing it, I got to finish editing it, and then it will be posted very soon, very, very soon, probably this weekend. I don't know, maybe tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. It should be posted if everything goes well, which, yeah, probably Friday or Saturday. Today's Thursday here. I think Thursday everywhere, basically. If I'm right, I lose track sometimes. But I would love to do an online business. That's a great idea. I mean, I'm a big business guy, and actually, I'm going to put more of my channel not into just the stuff that I do now, interesting and educational and Philippines kind of stuff, but also add in some advice in the business and life and business area. I'm sorry, what were we talking about? I'll get back to that. I'm going to get back to that statement here in a second, but I don't want to lose track of what we were talking about. Oh yeah, the poor side. I wanted to answer the poor side. The poor side, I don't mind doing some of that, but at the same time, I don't want to try to ridicule people, you know. Like, you know, there was some homeless people I was walking by in an area, and I was like, I want to, you know, record that, but I'm like, no, I shouldn't record that, you know. I mean, I'm thinking people love that kind of thing, you know, they do. I'm sure we get a lot of views, but I don't know. I feel sort of like I'm using people, basically. I guess that's the problem. I don't want to ridicule people, and I don't want to like use people, kind of thing, you know. But but at the same time, you want reality out there. I want people to know real stuff about everything. You know, the places, the people, and everything. And for one thing, you know, with this whole privacy thing, Rosevita, you heard me talking about earlier. You can't record the kids, right? And really, people aren't supposed to be doing that anyway, but they do it. They do it, and that is it sucks for that, because the kids in the Philippines are freaking awesome. The little kids are freaking awesome. They go to school, they wear these uniforms from school, and with those uniforms, they look so adorable, so cute, and they're just playful. They're very playful. I always see them doing some wild stuff in different places. And guess who was in McDonald's a few days ago here in the Philippines? What's that dude, that purple dude? The character for the McDonald's? Not Barney. It was Grimace. Grimace, right? Grimace, yeah. He was in there, and they have birthday parties for the kids and everything. I mean, kids are freaking awesome, man. Anyway, let me catch up on the comments here. Rosvitas, hold on, I skipped somebody. Shafiq says, so can you do, oh yeah, we just answered that. Rosvita said the 18-year-old, yeah. I've done really two girls here. One was 37. I really prefer like around the 20 area, but one happened to be 37, one happened to be 18, and basically to try to show for guys, because there's a lot of guys come here and they want the girls here, to show what kind of girls are here, and I'll ask them interview questions and so forth. And I'm thinking, okay, well, 18-year-old, maybe, some of the guys are in their 20s would be into that. And then the 37-year-old, okay, some of the guys that are about 50, maybe into that. But I mean, she's willing to date guys that are 70, 80, whatever. she doesn't mind because it's really not a big factor here for a lot of people. Let's see. Shafiq says, I would love to do an online business. Getting back to that. Yeah, man, we should talk more. We should talk more. And, that's what I'm doing right now, right? But there's a lot of things I've done in my life. I don't know how old you are, a lot of business stuff. So I would love for us to converse on things and connect on things, and I'm eventually trying to get the video thing here working where people can jump on video. Okay, so I want to make a lot of love to women. Oh, Nasty's answering the question, it looks like. I want to make a lot of love to women from around the world, but not Africa. I'll skip Africa. I think Nasty was American, U.S., I believe. And yeah, when I was in 20s, that would probably be my answer. I ain't gonna knock it. But anyway, Shafiq says, I have products, I'm ready, just too scared. I see that often. I see that very often. And I could go deeper into that. But we'll try to, maybe we can get personally talking sometime, somehow, some way. But yeah, actually, yes and no. Rosvita, did you knock him out? Don't tell me you knocked him out. Oh, no, you didn't. Yes and no on the super racist thing. Okay. Did she laugh? Trying to see. No, I don't think that's a laugh. Okay. I would say it seems like it is, but everybody does have a preference, right? Everybody has a preference. You might not like guys that smell, So everybody has a preference on what they like, and I respect that. I respect that preference, whatever you're into. Safat says, hey, Nasty, why not Africa? They are hot. Not that way. Not that way. Okay, now I'm not sure which hot you were talking about. Yeah, Grimace. I'm gonna catch up, guys. I'm not racist. I just don't want to go to Africa. Yeah, that's just his preference. I'll try Africa. I'll try Africa. Okay, y'all changed his heart. He's like, he'll try it. All right, Shafat. And I'm glad that he answered the question. Hey, at least he answered it. I'm still waiting to hear from y'all. Oh, I think Shafat says the online business. So he answered, but was Rosvita. I always have a hard time saying Rosvita. Did you answer? I don't think you did. Nasty says I'll try Africa, and then Rosvita, you Sri Lanka, just asking. Nope. She says nope. This is okay. Sri Lanka just walked in the house. You were talking about Sri Lanka. Yeah, Ritzi's from Sri Lanka. So I had to go. Sorry, I had to go. Oh, that was a long time ago. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, Ritzy, he is from that area. From Sri Lanka, yeah. And so we got a question up here, Ritzy. It's not like your basic stuff, name something you like to do. I'm also from Sri Lanka. Actually, pizza in a beach? Oh, you want to eat pizza on a beach? That's just something you like to do? Is that right, Ritzy? Sounds like fun to me. Drink blood. Rosvita. Really? Let me, hold on, I gotta call the cops. Let's see. And hey, online business is booming. I sell charger cases and toys. I mean, it's good. I try. I might actually do it. I mean, I can give a recommendation to your channel and my business. Yeah. How are you planning on selling those? I mean, through what platform? Are you planning? Yeah, I mean, we could talk business here. And, because we don't have a lot of people in here anyway, so I can, catch up with everybody here. But what way are you planning? Are you planning on like having your own website or a platform out there, or what are you thinking? What's in your thoughts? Nasty says, I would like to have a pet horse too. I'm glad you answered twice. I mean, you might have like 10 things you really would love to do. And a pet horse, why not? I mean, you must love horses, I guess. Let's see. Ritzy says, what happened to my name? It's okay now. Your name, it's okay now. Shafat Ali. Shafat says, Troll, Vented, and Shopify. Oh, okay. Through Vented and Shopify. Yeah, Shopify. I'm not familiar with Vented. Familiar with Shopify, it's very popular. Maybe Vented is like in your area, and that's maybe it's not like all over the world. I don't know. But I mean, I would be learning a lot myself. That's what I would say. You're interested in those things, and I'd be on YouTube and going to videos and trying to learn as much as possible on that stuff. There's some things right now that I'm trying to learn, studying outside of YouTube, other business stuff I'm trying to learn as well. Let's see, Shafa Ali, yee, I knew it. It was 80% Shopify. Shafat says, I mean, it's good. Are you from Sri Lanka, Papa? It's my dinner time. Can you wait? Yeah, I'm planning on being here a while. I haven't been on here too long. As long as I have energy, I'll be on here for probably, I don't know what time it is, but probably like maybe 30 minutes or maybe an hour or something like that. Because it's really late not here at night, but I might be on here for about an hour maybe. Maybe a little more than that, maybe another hour and a half. Because I'm not sure what time it is. I think it's about 10:30 at night or 11. Shafat says, in France, yeah, Vented, it's very popular. Oh, okay, that's right, you're in France. And Nasty says, I want at least 11 inches. He's talking about subs, I'm sure. The sub sandwiches, I'm sure he's talking about that. I mean, his name's Nasty, and, they like some nasty sandwiches, with all the oil and mayonnaise and stuff coming out, just gushing out, I'm sure. Ozzy, I'm glad you're back, man. I decided to jump in. I went to your YouTube channel because I was trying to catch up on things. I was looking at some of my screenshots. I was like, oh, I'm supposed to go to Ozzy's channel. And I subscribed and I liked on your canoe. And yeah, man, that's like the fastest canoe I've ever seen. It's huge too. Okay, sorry. I hope you enjoy your dinner, Ritzy. I popped a question on this one and looking for like a big answer, not just like go eat some steak, something I like to do, but some kind of big answer, that might be a little tough for you to do, you know, something big. Let's see. Hola, Maribel. Thank you for coming in, and it's good to see you. Hope you're doing well. And if you want to, you can tell us where you're from and tell us anything you want to about it if you want to, or whatever you want to. Maybe you have a question. I'm an American and I'm over here in the Philippines, and so my channel is all about Philippines, but it's also sort of made for other stuff too, not just Philippines. Let's see, Ozzy says it's 11:40 here. Okay, so it should be 11:40 here. Oh my gosh, it's getting late. Should be 11:40 here too, just nighttime. I mean, yeah, nighttime, daytime there. I saw your comment. Oh, okay, cool. That was my father at the mother. Oh, okay. Because there was, I saw in the pictures of the other videos, there was it looked like a younger person. So that must have been you and the other one on the canoe. But I didn't click on it though. But I don't think I did. No, I did click on something else, but I think I did. I can't remember. But yeah, I watched that one you told me about. I went to that. I watched it twice and liked it and subscribed. Let's see, Shafat says Ali. And Shafat, I do recommend, like, you know, using the social media to help support your business. Like you said, you're trying to do Shopify. If you could create a channel, or also, you know, create Instagram and so forth. It takes a lot, man. I mean, I have an Instagram that I never use, so I think I put like one video over there on it, and I haven't done anything with Facebook. Let's see, but it's probably good for me to do. Just trying to do everything is tough. And someone earlier was recommending me doing more lives. It helps. So, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I do a little bit of everything on YouTube, but pretty much everything's on YouTube. Let's see, and and the right case for the customer and the infinite calls. I mean, they say it's broken, and I get it. It works. Like they just scam. Like how you deal with it. Okay. Someone new just came in here. It looks familiar, or maybe it was just another really long name. But it says pneumonia microscopic. Oh my gosh, long name. But welcome. Ozzy says, no, that was my son. Okay, he's 6'10". Wow. Yeah, I think you said that before in a live. He's 6'10". Yeah, I remember. I'm not in any of the videos. Oh, okay. You might be recording them. Rosvita, she's like, wow, 6'10". You have a son. Yeah. Yep. Ozzy's a Gen X guy. Let's see, I want to say hi to the new guy in the chat with the really long name. And Shafit says, yeah. Rosvita says, that's a lung disease. I know, I was thinking that whenever I was reading it, but man, I really didn't feel like trying to read the whole thing out, especially with people trying to talk, trying to catch up with the feed. But I did welcome. Anyway, I don't know why he kept it as the name. I don't know why a lot of people do a lot of things, I'm gonna tell you that. You know, it's always interesting to me when I see things that happen like in news, right? In the news, and they say this happened, this happened, this happened. My first thought is why? And they never explain the whys of things that you hear. And I thought about maybe I should have a why channel or something, that explains the whys on everything. Interesting. I just had a thought, but anyway, I think too much. Hey, and do you have a family? If no, then why? It's okay. Let's see, Shafit's over in France. Shafat, are you like born and raised in France, or are you like from another area and came over to France? And then I'm going to ask you a follow-up question. You're born and raised in France, so are they very like family oriented? The French people there? Is it strong, the family orientation? Yeah, okay. I don't know much about France, French or anything like that. I don't know. So it's interesting to have you in here. My Nepal person left that last one. But yeah, it's interesting. You're talking about the trains last time. Was there something else we were discussing? What are you going to school for, Rosvita? Let's see, Ozzy says, dude, I think you just had a really good idea, the Y channel. Yeah, I mean, it's an idea. I'm always having different ideas. Explain all the messed up news of the day. Explain all the messed up news of the day. The funny videos I started doing is because of that, basically. Because I'll see like weird stuff and weird, wacky, ridiculous things, and I started doing these funny videos that basically based on that, and I'm making them even more weird and wackier than what you see. And I don't think a lot of people get that, especially Asia here, because they are more, well, I don't know, their humor is just different, and without me over-analyzing everything. Let's see, Shafat says yes. Oh yeah, but the Y channel explaining all the messed up news. I mean that's an idea. But I think any idea just takes a lot of work, like with mine. Y'all wouldn't believe all the work that I do, and I have not made a penny, and it's almost 4 months, almost 250 250 videos tomorrow. If I do a video tomorrow, it would be 250 videos. And, but the great thing to me is it don't feel like work, It does feel like some work, but I enjoy it. So when you're enjoying something, you don't feel like it's work. And usually when I do something, I do feel like it's work, jobs that I've done, different things that I've done in my life. But this particular thing that I'm doing now, because I'm so in love with the Philippines, so I feel so happy to talk about the Philippines. I feel so happy to show things in the Philippines. And so because I have that love, that deep love for the Philippines, that's why it is easy for me to be happy with what I'm doing. And plus I love people too. So whenever I'm doing the lives and I'm talking to people, I love all types of people, and you can see if you're in here much, how much I love, the whole variety of people around the world. But I know I'm boring, guys. Let's see. Let's see what everybody else says. Yes, do a 2 channel about podcasts about that. What Ozzy said. Well, it's gonna be extremely tough for me to do that. But you guys can do it. And the reason I say it is because this channel here takes all my time. And there is some other projects that I'm having to do right now, work on stuff that takes the rest of the time, basically, between this and that. And now that I'm doing the funny stuff, I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do that. If I'm going to keep it on my channel, because I've only done like maybe 4 videos that have been the like funny type stuff, real wacky, funny, crazy stuff. and they're not coming out good as far as views, and I think it's because YouTube isn't pushing it because of what I normally do. But let's see what else we have for all of this. Let's see. But yeah, I think it would be interesting because I'm always asking why for stuff, and I think a lot of people do. Yeah, YouTube is a tough gig. It's a tough gig, but like I said, if you're doing what you enjoy, then it's not that bad. I do have another channel that I have 4 videos on, and that particular channel was like work, and so I had to quit. I did the 4 videos. They were 2 were long, 2 were short. And I had to stop it because I'm so busy with this one. I was trying to do that one too, and that one felt like work. It was very mental and not as fun. Let's see. Shafat says, look at Mr. Beast. He started as a small creator. Like everybody's minded wants money and being popular. Look where he is now, and you could be that. I guess I could. I don't see why not. If one person could do something, then why can't the other people do it, as long as there's no restrictions, right? If all of a sudden the destructive intelligence takes over, or government regulations come apart of things, because it is affecting me. If you, Ozzy, you probably heard me talking about one of the new laws here. Different things can get in the way, cause barriers to what you do. He's sort of been lucky because YouTube's owned by Google. They were growing the YouTube like crazy, and they had the power to do that, and they weren't going to stop. And he got in at that early time. Now technology is changing. Now they're getting so big that it's sort of a different thing now. And plus, they had less competition too. But I don't want to hinder you from following your dreams as well. So just think strategically, and figure out what to do, and study. Study whatever you're planning on doing. Your business that you were talking about, or whatever you plan. Ozzy says, back in the days of VHS, I don't think I skipped, no, I didn't. VHS, yeah, I remember those. A woman made millions of dollars making videos of how to tie a tie. I did not know that. See, that was, early, you're talking early stuff right there, man. VHS is when the video stuff took off during VHS days. So she got in early. Think about if you did that now. If you made a video about how to tie a tie, you're not going to make anything, you know. I mean, we could look it up. I mean, but I'm sure, okay, hit this button. I'm sure most people are going to have like 500 views, maybe 1,000, maybe, something like that. But, that is something that a lot of people need to know. So you might have 2,000 out there, 2,000 views. Yeah, but that isn't going to help you at all, because with a short video on how to tie a tie, you need to have billions of views in order to make money. Plus, you got to meet other criteria too. Okay, so Shafat says, hey, where you in TV channels? TV channels, where am I in TV channel? I don't know, but my channel here is Philippines Expat Mikipino. Thank you for the hearts, by the way. Philippines Expat Mikipino. As far as TV, I'm not on TV. Unless you pull up YouTube on your TV and watch the videos there. Ozzy says, a group of women at a daycare made millions of dollars making videos of babies' faces. I mean, yeah, people love the babies, right? Showing it to all the babies at the daycare, because it basically hypnotized them. Wow, that's a fun fact, Thank you for the hearts. Shafat says, and what were you working before YouTube? Okay, myself, I'm over 50, and so I've had a lot of jobs, but the very last thing that I did, and it was to make a quick dollar, and I really shouldn't have had to do it, but it was hard to get a job, and that's the job I took. But it was sales, and it was going door to door sales. And I sold fiber optic internet, and I made big money, and I did a great job. And I'm not going to brag about myself. I did a great job, but yeah, it was interesting. I had a super awesome boss, super awesome, but it sucks. Go door to door, I had people wanting to kill me for coming in the door. I mean, personally, I wouldn't even open the door. I just act like I'm not in the house. But then there's some people that love to come out, and stuff. I don't see anything wrong with the door to door. I do not like the phone thing though. I wouldn't. I don't, unless I'm maybe on the street or something. I wouldn't do the phone selling. But it's cool on the door to door, because you can be you can sort of have a friendship with the person. I guess you could on the phone, I guess, now I think about it. I just hate people calling me trying to sell stuff, so. And if they come to my door, when you answer the phone, you don't know it's them, right? But when you come to the door, they're out there, then you don't, it's your choice. Either you do want to go to them, and I have. I've seen some young kids that were trying to sell something, so I opened the door and buy it from them, So anyway, let's see. Shafat says, and what were you working before? Okay, that's the last thing, but I've done a lot of stuff. And Ozzy says, nope. Now there are hundreds of videos on how to tie a tie. Yeah, what I was saying. What I was saying is the views, the amount of views that they get. Yeah, and they're not going to get billions of views to make any money. I mean, you probably have to get like 100 billion views to make a, something decent. Maybe, pay for a month rent or something. Ozzy, how do you know this? Shafat, we old. We know a lot. Me and Ozzy. Uh, let's see. So, yeah. And we learn it different ways. Rosvita says, oh. What is that? Okay. I accidentally hit Hayward and he's talking about some kind of homo thing. Let's see. Ozzy said, laugh out loud. Ali goes, I'm old. He gave the same answer. Rosvita says, why did you remove that? Ha ha. Actually, I might have removed it because I accidentally hit somebody. Let's see, Roswada, it's okay to allow gentle trolling. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Yeah, some, if it's not too crazy. Let's see, Ozzy, this is from Shafat. It says, Ozzy, if you're old, how do you know what LOL means? Actually, LOL's been around a while, It's been around, I don't know, maybe 10 years. Ozzy might know better than me on it, but it's been around a while. Because it just sounded ignorant. But I'm going to tell you a funny story about that. My mom, this was a few years ago, she was sending LOL to everybody like crazy in her messages. And I found out that she was doing that, no matter what they were, like, oh, my dog died. She was putting LOL. I said, Mom, what are you doing? She said, I'm sending lots of love. I'm like, that's not what it means. It means laugh out loud. Oh, man. Let's see. Shafat says it means laugh out loud. Yeah. I know because I have 3 kids. That's another reason. Yeah, we have kids. Casual, I mean 20. Rosvita says, yes, I'm already guessed it. You must know a lot words because your kids probably annoy you with them. Do you Riz? And I'm asking Ozzy, laugh out loud. They can be annoying. Do you think Jesus would have voted Trump? I'm gonna personally say Karam. I really don't care about any of that mess. But Karan and really a political, not really. Yeah, we're not the political type people. I'm sure there's some political channels out there somewhere. Rosvita says yeah. I think she's talking about Ozzy. Ozzy, do you know the word Riz? I've heard the word Riz, but I don't even know what it means. No, not yet. Not yet. What does the word Riz mean? I think it's no, I don't know. What does it mean? Ask your kids. I'm political, but not on this channel. Yeah, I mean, actually, I used to be very involved with politics. I had, how do you say? I had a huge group of people, and I was into politics, and also I became a leader for the area. in the political stuff. But this is years ago. And I don't want to give, exact things about it, because I don't know. I want to be moderate with it, basically, because I am moderate. I'm independent. If you want to know what I am, I'm independent, and that's pretty much the way I was leaning. But Ozzy, the American politics. There's only two parties. The other ones don't have a chance. But there's a reason that happened. That was back in the Ross Perot time. They kicked anybody out from the presidential debate, from being on the presidential debate after that happened, because Perot was doing so good, and he wasn't a Republican or Democrat, so he had a chance. So he got threatened. He left, and then basically the two parties took it over. And I mean, I've researched this, so I know what I'm talking about. And when they took it over, they eliminated anybody else from being able to come in to that. And that's why you're just going to have two parties. Karen says, how long did it take to recover after your mom died? That's a good question. And Ozzy was saying that he's going to talk to his daughters. That's why I was laughing at first. I saw that. Ha ha. Karen, if you want to, you can answer the question up here. Name something you would love to do. I'm still actually thinking about that question I posted almost an hour ago. The pizza on the beach sounds good. Nasty said that, and he's gone. You know what I think would have been cool though, if I had started like earlier, like singing, like being a rock band or something, and going places and having a good time, stuff like that. I actually see that girl. She was beautiful. You see that girl? Oh, the 18-year-old girl that's in the video. Yeah, the Philippine women are very beautiful. Yeah. And the 37-year-old's in that other one, right? And that one's got a lot of views, more than the 18-year-old girl, which I thought the 18-year-old might get more views than her. But yeah, the 37-year-old got more views. And I think I know why. But glad that she's in your videos. Yeah, because she was, like I said, very pleasant, polite, very respectful. And I sort of feel bad about one question that I brought up to her. Because, I mean, like I said, I got that from this one that went viral. And they turned it into a short. But I feel a little bit bad. I thought about it a little bit harder before I put it out there. One of the questions I asked her. And then I said, well, I think it's still okay, but I'm just thinking, if I'm a father and it's my daughter, I don't think I want her to answer the question though. But I still think it's okay because she is 18. She's an adult. So I was like on the borderline with asking one question I put on there. Let's see. Karen, my mom was 69 when she died. It hurts a lot. But it was also a relief that she was no longer in pain. Yeah. I have somebody that I'm thinking of when you say that. Somebody close to me that is going through pain, and I constantly am talking with them, and they have a lot of pain, and so yeah, I know what you mean, man. And you notice his sentence. He says, "My mom was 69 when she died. It hurts a lot." He's saying it hurts a lot, not pass. He didn't say it hurt a lot. He said it hurts a lot. So I think he still hasn't gotten over it. Is what it looks like. You know, um, the loss as far as you know, feeling that she's happy with getting rid of that pain. Then he's feeling good about that. And that's how you gotta look at it. You gotta look on the positive side of things. You know, you and thanks for the hearts. Um, I feel like I'm running for president or something, but I'm trying to be real with you guys. I'm trying to be serious, but um, yeah, you gotta look at the positive side. I mean, if I was really trying to get views, it'd be more like trying to what do you call it? Entertaining, because people don't care about this normal kind of conversation stuff. Let's see, and people wouldn't run out the door. Let's see. Karen. Karen says, "I don't think that pain ever fully leaves us." Yeah, luckily, both of my parents are still alive, so I can't really say my thoughts about. I haven't gone through the experience that Ozzy has, you know. Ritzy says, "Show." I'm not. Are you acting like what's his name, Sir Adam? You say show. He always wants me to take my shirt off. Joke Lang. Let's see. Rosvita says, "What's happening to your mod? Mod? Who used to type long paragraphs? To your other mod, who used to type long paragraphs." I see what you're saying. The moderators. I'm thinking mod. But anyway, uh, two things. You've got basically Waylon and you got Michael. Michael today had basketball tryouts, so that's what he's going through. As far as Waylon goes, he's working right now. He's a hard worker, and he's a family guy that has a baby. And unless they're on other channels, that's always a possibility. But yeah, yeah, he should be at work right now. But he also does have the baby too. Yeah. Let's see. Ritzy says it's 21:42 here. Oh man, doing that military time again. 11. Yeah, I'm sorry, Papa. Today is busy. Oh, you're good. I got some work to do, so that's why what happened. I have to restart my phone. Oh, Ozzy. Okay. Um, I thought all that was Ritzy, so that's why what happened. What happened? We were talking about. We were talking about last thing we were talking about was loss. One of the people here. I try to give people privacy, unless they want to speak out. But anyway, one of the people here, their mom passed away, and one was asking, "How did you get over it?" That passing of the person, your mom, and that person said that basically the thought of them not having to go through the pain that they were going through anymore, you know, even though they still feel the sadness of not having them around. So that's what was going on. BKC, it's good to see you. The Creation Lady, Cooking Channel, right? Right? Cooking Channel? Or am I wrong again? I know I was wrong again about something. It might have been yours. But I do remember something creations. Because I went there, subscribed, liked. But hello, welcome back. Yes, okay, I am right. Cooking Channel, BKC. All I gotta think is BK, Burger King. One of my places I like to eat, Burger King. So I think BK food. But I have a hard time remembering. We have a question up here if you want to answer it. Ritzy said pizza on the beach. I think it was Ritzy. You're correct. It's the Cooking Channel. Loves cooking. BKC. I think you mentioned that. Love cooking. And Ritzy is a game player in the games. Ozzy is a boatman. And Rosvita, if she's still here, I don't know, but Rosvita is in school. Laugh out loud. Yeah. Check out the channel. We don't have many people in here. They probably already looked at it. We don't have many people in here. I've been not too entertaining, I guess. Just been having like normal conversational stuff today. And I posted that question, and then we just started talking about regular stuff. Ozzy's back. He got his phone restarted. Hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Phone locked up. Hope it wasn't, well, anyway. I was wondering if it was iPhone or Android. It's funny because my first thought was like, hope it wasn't the iPhone because that's what I got. But that's so selfish to think that. Because I figured it's probably the Android. I mean, iPhones. I love the iPhone, and then there's people that love Android. I went and tried the Android. I just wasn't into it, but I'm not going to knock it. Not going to knock it. I'm not going to start an iPhone Android war. But actually, I used to sell phones. And when the first iPhone came out, I wasn't very good at using the cool phones. We had Blackberries, I wasn't very good at that stuff. The iPhone just made things so simple. And this was before these smartphone Androids came out. And so I got used to it. That's what I started using, and it was made so simple, and I was just doing all sorts of things with it and helping customers with it, so I just stayed with it. And that's what I've just stayed with. But I did try some Androids out before. I tried iPhone, and it almost caught my pocket on fire. It got so hot. It was probably, what do they call it? A defect. Probably must have had a defect. I had to have a defect. Or if your battery was about to die and you decided you want to go out and get another battery, and if it's not a good battery and you pop it in there, like it's some not the original manufacturer type of battery, it's like what do you call it, third party or something. If it's a bad type of battery, that could also do it too. When the first iPhone came out, I wasn't even born. That does not surprise me. How old was I back then? Like 30s. Yeah, I was in my 30s, I believe. I'm not crazy about Android either. Yeah, I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy about technology, period. I can't say I'm crazy about iPhone, but I like iPhone. But the one thing I don't like about iPhone, and I got an older one, so, is the battery life. Battery life doesn't last long on these older iPhones. Uh, I own Apple products, so I can't speak monster for Android. I can't speak monster for Android. I can't speak monster. Maybe that's supposed to be another word. My God, yes. I own, maybe I said it wrong. Let me read it again. I own Apple products, so I can't speak monster for Android. Okay, maybe that's like your, what do they call it? Your terminology where you're from? Monster? Sorry, I meant much. Oh, speak much. Okay. I was like, hey, you never know. All countries have different words they use. Monster. Actually, I'm going to tell you a funny one that I learned today. But I can't speak much for iPhone. You know, my thing was saying we had 0 people in here for the last minute, and here's people. I don't like that. I want this freaking thing to tell me the right number of people that's in here. Anyway, where was I at before I got distracted? I felt that. Oh, the monster. Okay, so what was I going? Oh, shrimp. So I learned something new today. In the Philippines, this is sort of mean though, but in the Philippines, it's something mean that I think they sort of keep a secret, and and I just happened to find it out. If it sort of mean, so if y'all don't want me to tell it, I won't tell it. But it's interesting. I really have 15 minutes to sleep. Girl, mommy boy. Hey, I'm back. Got some work. Bro has a bedtime. 15 minutes to sleep. That's crazy. I mean, Ritzy is always like wired though. I don't think Ritzy even needs sleep, to be honest with you. Want me to say it? Okay. So the thing that I heard today in the Philippines, I think BKC's from Philippines, is shrimp. Guess what a shrimp is here? If you are walking down the street and somebody calls you a shrimp, you don't want that to happen. Okay, here it is. It is a person that has a nice body and an ugly face. And you're thinking why? Because when they make the shrimp, they cut the head off and they keep the body. That's what they eat. I was like, interested. Anyway, let's see what else we got. What is Bro 10? If I don't die to the monster under my bed, is doing some Rihanna Eminem. I meant bad. It means you're short. Hold on, BKC. Hold on. Are you saying it's a different meaning than what I was taught today? Are you from Philippines? That's what I was taught today. Oh, or you were guessing maybe. I don't know. But yeah, that's what I was told today. Like a butterface. Yeah. Yeah, that's one of the things we use over in the US, butterface. Oh my god. Yo, bro. What's up, Sabir? My jokester just came in the house. I was just calling, and I'm gonna joke back with him. He's cool with it. We just make fun of each other. Uh, I was just talking about you, man. I was just saying Sabir is a shrimp. Am I right? You're a shrimp, Sabir? He don't know what I'm talking about. Let's see what he says. Okay, BKC says I watch Golden Girls. Oh yeah, they probably use Butterface on there. Golden Girls. Where BKC? You must have been in America then, because I don't think they have that in any other country. Where were you at? Was it Florida? I remember everybody seems to be on the East Coast or California. I don't get many people in between the East Coast and California. Or Waylon's from Kentucky, though. And some Tennessee people too come in too. Oh, okay, Odella. That's an old one. I remember at work people talking about that. I'm like, what are they talking about? And then I checked it out. I'm like, oh my goodness. That was a new experience. What do you think about Ritzy? What do I think about you? Oh, born in Alaska, BKC, born in Alaska. I think there's two people I talked to in here that's from Alaska, but I don't think you're in Alaska. If you say I'm born in Alaska, then you might be somewhere else. But yeah, there's been two or three people from Alaska I've seen. Let's see, Othello, that's nasty shit, literally. Literally, yep. Rissy says, I talked to an Austrian rejected partner yesterday. The Austrian, and they rejected you? Is that what you're saying? The only Austrian I know is, I think I'm right, is Arnold Schwarzenegger. Did he reject you? Of course, he's American now, Austrian American. There's this girl that I used to like, and she was crazy about this German dude, and she was telling me about how big he was. Just shocked the crap out of me, like his size, you know. I don't think she was talking about muscles, I don't believe, but she was saying I think she said really, really fat. You know, everybody's different though. Now that I think about it, my dad, he loves some big women. He loves some big women. So, you know, what do y'all prefer if y'all want to say? What type? Skinny, big, or in the middle? Me, I normally like some, I used to like chubby, but now I'm more on the skinny side. And not, you know, don't stop the hearts, you know. I'm still dating the chubby or whatever, you know. But now my preference has been more on the skinnier side. But skinny or not skinny, like normal, either skinny or normal side. But I still date chubby. Chubby ones are still cute, don't get me wrong. It's just more of an energy thing for me. I like the energy in people, because one thing I like to do is go out and walk and a lot, or climb a mountain or whatever. So I like that energy. And like Ritzy has that high energy level. You know, I like that. Let me see. Thank you for the hearts. What about me? Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Think I'll go back to BKC. BKC, born in Alaska. My mom wanted to get out of the snow, so we moved to Idaho. And then my dad's job moved us to Texas. Alaska's in my blood, though. Okay. Alaska, Idaho, Texas. AIT. That's how I would remember it. Alaska, A. In Idaho, I. And T. For your schoolers out there, that's what I would do. That's how I try to remember things. So AIT for BKC. BKC, AIT. And BK for food. Okay, what about me? Ritzy, as far as looks, I don't even know how you look. What's your blood group? What's your blood group? At BKC. Type, I guess. Node painter, Australian painter. Oh, an Australian painter. Austrian painter, Austrian painter, sweet. Sounds interesting. I like not too skinny. Yeah, I think the Asian move is what is another thing that did it for me, because you have a lot of skinny here, but also medium, in the middle too. You have the bigger ones, but they're normally older. The one who paints. Sabir says, bro, your age is just a number, a very, very large one. That's a good one. But anyway, I'll tell my joke to you later. Some more. Sabir, trying to catch up. Are you talking about, thank you for the hearts, about Hitler? No? Yes, Othello. Oh, okay, Ritzy was. BKC, laugh out loud, yes. What do you, Austrian painter. Really? Ritzy's talking about, forgot about that one. Forgot about that Austrian. What do you think about me, Papa? My Papa. Othello says, you got haircut, Mike. No. No, I got it about a week ago or so. Actually, probably longer than that, probably 2 weeks. I just got it cut really, really, really short, so it could stay that way for a while. I always keep my hair short, though. But I hate paying, though. That's the problem. Used to cut my own hair in the U.S., but that's when I have all my stuff to cut it with. Give a heart to my papa before I go to bed. My last girlfriend wasn't fat. She was fluffy. Yeah, that's always how I was a little chubby. That's how I did like. Anyway, BKC, fluffy though, that's funny. Was she a cat? Nah, I'm kidding. What's your favorite kind of soda? The soda that's in my hand. I like them all, but now my favorite one is cherry Dr. Pepper. Yeah, cherry Dr. Pepper. I like strawberry soda too, and pineapple soda. You see, all that is fruity and sweet fruity. Ritzy, is he your father? Uh, Ozzy says, I don't drink soda. Yeah, I've cut back like half now of what it used to be, but I love soda. But when you get our age, you gotta start worrying about diabetes. So we have to be careful. Let's see. Ritzy says severe uh, uh, AF cannot be. And Ozzy said she had an athletic build. She played tennis 7 days a week. I'm like that, dude. I'm like very active, but I'm a little chubby too. I'm a little fluffy. You might would say I'm more than a little fluffy, but I'm going to identify as a little fluffy. Let's see. Papa, I got to go to sleep. You get your 5 minutes of sleep. That's better than nothing. Get you some sleep. We'll see you again soon, probably tomorrow. We should be on here tomorrow if everything goes good. And Cherry Pepsi. Yeah, Cherry Pepsi was my favorite until the Dr. Pepper one came out. So we got similarity. We're both foodies, you know. I love cooking too. It's sort of hard for me to do it here though, so I don't never really cook here. But back in the U.S., I used to cook all the time. I only have 5 minutes. Let's see. Yeah, sleep well, my friend. Sleep well. Here for 4 or 5 minutes. Ozzy sounds delicious. I thought he was talking about you sound delicious, Ozzy. But I think he's talking about, what did you say? Oh, you're talking about the girlfriend. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. But with the unexpected return of the hit. Thank you for coming in. Like I said, you're getting down to four. You'll be at 3 minutes soon. What's your favorite pizza? Pizza cheese? Pizza cheese? What's the cheese? Guess you're just saying what's your favorite pizza. Mine is really with all the stuff on it. Now, if I'm hanging out with my daughter, we'll normally just get pepperoni and pineapple. But really, I like all the stuff on it. What about you? Yeah, that's what I was saying. Ozzy, that's funny. Bro, comment, are you not fluffy? You look like you always eat a lot of pizza. I do, bro. I do. You know, even though I, I love walking, playing basketball and stuff, I never get to play basketball or play pickleball anymore. I just walk. But I do. That's my problem. You know, try to stay off of it. But I'll just eat a pizza. I'll eat some pizza, and then all of a sudden, I've gained like 3 pounds after eating pizza. I'll weigh myself the next day, and I'm like 3 pounds heavier. Ritzy says, no, I have 5 minutes until I go to sleep. Oh, okay. She was very delicious. Oh my gosh, it's getting hot in here. Always, bro. Yeah, I hope everybody's okay with the comments. Ozzy put the devil, the kill signs up. Ozzy kill sign. Oh, that's from Ritzy. BKC says, I like cheese with olives. Please don't hate. I love cheese and olives. I mean, my favorite toppings now, we could talk about that. The pineapple, pepperoni, olives, mushrooms, garlic. Yeah, and garlic's supposed to be very healthy for you. So I like garlic. Look at the cupcake. I could use a cupcake right now. Ozzy, did you eat your girlfriend? Sounds like it. Sounds very much like it. BKC, your mama used to say that to me. Your mama used to say what? Is the BKC, what did BKC say? Um, oh, okay. Oi. Or a timeout. My bad, bruh. Adela, what are you talking about? My bad. Guys, my battery is probably getting low. Let me check. Let me see. I might have to plug it in. I better plug it in just in case. This beat is my recital. I have to sit in a weird place over here because my cord won't reach over there. But you know what? I think that plug will work over there. Try that. Okay. I thought my battery was like 5%, but apparently it was like almost nothing percent. So let's see where we're at. If anybody's still here. Phone must have died. Yeah, the last second, man. I was just about to plugged in. Why do you keep replaying, buffering? So hello. Oh, you're still here. Yeah, the phone did die. Ozzy was right. I'm reading the stuff. I thought I had 5% left, but it was more like almost nothing. Hello again, BKC. What's new? Anything interesting with y'all's life going on? I know Ritzy said he was dating Hitler, but Hitler broke up with him. That's pretty big news, I guess. Let's see. Probably swim with the sharks. I wouldn't do that. But teach their own. I would love to do this. I mean, yeah, you'd love to drink the blood too, right? They're blood people or blood animals. Hi, I still can't believe you guys get fries at Domino's. Oh yeah, I was thinking about that. And I think, yeah, I replied to you about that, right? Here's something else crazy. BKC, you're over in the US, you're in Texas, okay. AIT, right? But something else, I've got a video on, if you go way back, it's McDonald's. Fried chicken, curly fries, have regular fries and curly fries and fried chicken at McDonald's. What else is interesting there? Spaghetti. Still get your Big Mac, get your quarter pounder, whatever. But yeah, they have spaghetti, fried chicken, and curly fries at McDonald's in the Philippines. It's yeah, different world than where you come from. I know. My family goes to tribes to Idaho and Texas a lot. We come to Idaho like as if, oh, y'all speaking some big words here. BKC, a Cassian home? I'm not familiar with that one, Ecstasy and Home. So I was told there wasn't sharks out here, but someone else said there is some babies, some small sharks around. So sorry, we don't have any big sharks. uh, Heck yeah, Rosvita. Heck yeah. We go to Idaho as a vacation, but we have to drive back to Texas, sadly. Oh, so it sounds like you like Idaho. Probably better than Texas. How about Alaska? What's your feelings with Idaho, Texas, and Alaska since you've lived in these places? Let's see. Why do all Americans in live stream vape? I know. I was not vaping for like the first 3 weeks. I just started back. But I'm an original vapor, you know. I was vaping when it first came out. And so it's something that I'm trying to kick, basically, is what I'm trying to get at. But I love it. I do love vaping, but I'm trying to kick it. Exactly. I totally agree with what you just said. Totally agree with it. And that's why, and a lot of people think I'm strange, when I go out and try to get a vape, I try to get one that is made elsewhere. But yeah. But the biggest reason I want to get rid of the vaping is to save the money. I don't want to spend the money on it. But most time because of my nicotine addiction, I do like a Zen pouch. It's a different company though, because I don't like the Zens. I do that most of the time, and I don't even vape. But sort of hard to talk sometimes. You know, it's in your mouth and stuff. It's not as easy as just talking freely. We're trying to move back for my dad's job. Won't let us. Well, gotta have that money, so I understand that. Hello, what's up, Kerr? I haven't seen Kerr in a while. Hey, Kerr. That comes from, is it a rock band named Kerr? Now that I think about it, I never really listened to them. I think they're from the 90s, American rock band. I really don't know much about them though. I grew up off the 80s music. That was, that's what I love the most is 80s, 70s. Some of the older stuff than that too, but mostly 80s. BKC says family in Alaska, but we have family there and they like drama. So yeah, we don't want to be into that. And I bet it's like small town people that don't have anything better to do than to cause drama. That's probably that's my theory about what's going on there on what you just said. I don't know why your message got retracted. Oh, you retracted it. You took it out. Let's see. So, Kerr, name something that you would love to do. And not something simple. Something, more than simple. Like, soon I would love to go to sleep. Not right now, but soon. Not like a simple thing like that. And I've been trying to think of something big, and I was thinking about writing a book, but then I'm like, nah, something different. Something different. I don't know. I don't really care about going to another planet. Uh, Traveling the world is always awesome, but I'm trying to think of a different answer than that. I don't understand what's so fun about. It's not more of a fun thing. It's more of a relaxing thing for me. And I guess if you really wanted to do a relaxing thing, you could just take the deep breaths in, take deep breaths out. So it's probably just a relaxing thing to deal with like anxiety kind of thing. And stress, yeah, stress. Because right now my life isn't, it's a little bit stressy, let's put it that way. And I think that's the biggest problem for me to get rid of nicotine because of the stress I deal with. I'll tell you a story. Um, I used to manage a drugstore. And I've mentioned that I worked at a drugstore, but I was actually the manager of the drugstore. Actually, I think I even told that. But the story is, I quit smoking. I had smoked cigarettes a long time ago. This was like when I was about 29 or something like that. And I quit. Cold turkey. Spent like 6 weeks, no cigarette. And then my boss comes to me and says, Mike, you got to cut everybody's hours, all your employees' hours. They were trying to save money. And I'm just going through my head thinking about all these people, all these employees, mothers and fathers and everybody, and going to them and tell them I have to cut their hours that were working there. And it just, the stress just came up, and I started back to cigarettes. So, yeah, it's a crutch. Oh my God, yes. Oh, I was right. Book title, Kai. Book title. Actually, I think it would be my biography, because I've had a very, very interesting life. Some of it is inappropriate for, and things, some of it's inappropriate stuff. Let's see, but it's been very interesting. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that wouldn't be inappropriate. But other than that, I did write this story. I wrote a kid's book, actually. I did write a kid's book that I haven't published. And I need to get someone to do the artwork on it and get it published, I guess. Or I just haven't. I just wrote it and that's it. Never did anything with it. Nia, hello. What's up? Benny Blanco. Hey, welcome back, Benny. I'm going back to the conversations we had, Nia and Benny. I'm trying to remember everything. Kai, yeah. Well, if you guys wrote a book, what title would you give it? And I have this question up here. Name something you would love to do. I'm sure there's other books. Oh, I'm a business guy, so I write business books too. Oh my gosh. Yep. Have I eaten? Well, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. It's actually time for me to go to bed. I was just about to say that I need to get off here and brush my teeth, get ready, get some sleep. It's been we had a long conversation today. It looks like the other people left. Some new people are coming in, probably because of time zone stuff, I guess. I don't know. But that's what I need to do. It's been 1 hour and almost 2 hours. Almost 2 hours I did this one. Good gosh. If you want to watch it, I'm going to post it. But some people watch live, some people don't. Who watches lives like that are recorded? My mom, she likes it. Some I notice. I think a lot of people like to watch the lives after they're recorded. So I will see you guys later. I'll get off. If I will book it, probably be a cookbook. Yeah, that makes sense for BKC. Check out her channel. She's a foodie, and she makes food. Am I right? Make the food. Right. You cook it. So I remember one of the videos. It wasn't you actually cooking, but anyway, it's all about food. It's a channel all about food. It's almost 11 in the morning here. Okay. Yeah, it's 1 o'clock at night here, or you could say technically morning. Take care. Thank you, Rosvita. Y'all take care. I'm going to get some sleep now. All right. Peace in the Middle East.